In this video, we will show you how the Queen of Westeros was hunted, trapped, and killed in one of the most merciless executions in Targaryen history. A death so cruel that even dragons trembled. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Legends of Westeros, the home of true Westerosi history, dragon lore, and forgotten tales of the Seven Kingdoms. Queen Rhaenyra had walked straight into her half-brother's perfectly laid trap, with no hope and no path of escape. The moment she crossed the gates of Dragonstone, her fate was sealed. Septon Eustace, who never favored the queen, claims Rhaenyra laughed when she saw the ruin of Sunfyre the Golden. The most splendid dragon ever to grace the skies now lay broken, dying, a shadow of his former glory. "Whose work is this? We must thank him," she mocked. But Mushroom, who loved the queen dearly, records a different image. In his telling, Rhaenyra whispered only, "How has it come to this?" Perhaps, in those final moments, she finally realized the farce the Dance of the Dragons had become. A war that shattered both sides and drowned them in grief. Both accounts agree on what followed. From a balcony above, King Aegon II called down to her. Unable to walk or even stand, he had been carried there. His broken legs twisted, his hip shattered at Rook's Rest, half his body burned and scarred, his once handsome face swollen from milk of the poppy. Yet Rhaenyra recognized him instantly. "Dear brother," she said, "I had hoped you were dead." "After you," Aegon replied. "You are the elder." "I am pleased you remember that," she answered. "It seems we are your prisoners, but do not think you will hold us long. My loyal lords will find me. If they search the seven hells, mayhaps," the king said coldly. His men tore Rhaenyra from her son's arms. Some say Sir Alfred Broom held her, others name the two Toms, Tanglebeard and Tangletongue. Sir Marston Waters, newly sworn to the Kingsguard, stood witness, but not one knight protested as Aegon II delivered his sister to his dragon. Sunfyre, it is said, showed no interest at first, until Broom pricked Rhaenyra's breast with a dagger. The smell of blood roused the dying beast. Sunfyre sniffed at her, then unleashed a sudden blast of flame so fierce that Sir Alfred's cloak caught fire. Rhaenyra had only a moment, a final breath, to scream one last curse at her brother before Sunfyre's jaws closed around her, tearing away her arm and shoulder. Septon Eustace claims the golden dragon devoured the queen in 6 bites, leaving only her left leg below the shin for the stranger. Elinda Massey, the gentlest of her ladies, is said to have torn out her own eyes at the sight. And Prince Aegon the Younger watched helplessly, frozen in terror. Rhaenyra Targaryen, the realm's delight, the half-year queen, died on the 22nd day of the 10th moon in the 130th year after Aegon's conquest. She was 33 years old. Sir Alfred Broom urged the king to kill Prince Aegon as well, but Aegon the II refused. The boy, he said, still held value as a hostage. Though his sister was dead, her supporters lived, and war still raged. The young prince was chained at neck, wrists, and ankles and thrown into the dungeons beneath Dragonstone. Rhaenyra's ladies-in-waiting, being noble women, were locked in Sea Dragon Tower to await ransom. "The time for hiding is done," Aegon Sis declared. "Send the ravens. Let the realm know the pretender is dead, and the true king returns to reclaim his father's throne." The legacy of Rhaenyra Targaryen is one of betrayal, sorrow, and shattered dreams. Her 3 eldest sons died fighting for her. The loss broke her spirit long before the flames did. And though she still had one son alive, Aegon the Younger, even he was not safe. Rhaenyra was dead. But the Dance of the Dragons was far, far from over. And before its end, House Targaryen would drown in even greater bloodshed. Neither Rhaenyra nor Aegon II would be remembered kindly, and for centuries, Rhaenyra's name would be tied forever to her brutal death, devoured by her brother's dragon before the eyes of her last surviving child.